everybody. Our mission here at the Heart Coherence Collaborative is to get people in touch with the healing power of the heart.
And we really need your help. Right now, only 1% of viewers subscribe. We are aiming to take that number to 6%.
The reason why we want to do that is the more people that subscribe, the more people in the world can learn the magical practice of heart coherence.
So please help us out. If you've ever listened, if you love this message, please just take a moment to subscribe.
Thank you so much.
We love.
Welcome everybody to the Heart Coherence Collaborative.
Opening ceremony.
Yeah, opening ceremony. We are honored to have our new friend Debra Poneman joining us today, who we have been hearing so many great things, and we've been diving into her work, and we're so excited to have you here.
Yes, and I would love for you to tell us who you are. You've been doing this for a long time, so I'd love to hear what you do, what you love to do with people, and what your mission and motivation for that mission is.
Okay, well, I am happy to do that, but first I want to tell you how much I love you two. No, we are new friends, but you are so incredibly special. You're two of the most naturally loving people that I've ever met. And it's true. I mean, who else would create a 40-day heart coherence challenge? Or one of the channelers from Thursday night said you should call it the heart coherence something else.
Invitation. We love that. Yeah,
Invitation.
that was beautiful.
And I was watching the opening ceremony with Mike Dooley and Lisa and Brian, and if anybody missed it, you have to watch the replay. And I was so impressed with all of their contributions, of course, but I was so impressed with how much everyone loved you, and even more so, how much you genuinely loved everyone. And I actually got that vibe from the first email I got from you. It was just so loving. You didn't even know me, and it wasn't like you were trying to be loving. It's just who you are. And almost every speaker said some version of that. That the how much they love you. And I also just want to say, and then I'll tell people about me. The other thing that I loved was that the speaker said that the key to ending the division and the separation in our world is love. So I just want to say thank you so much for doing that. Mike Dooley was like, love everyone, everything, furry friends, flowers, grass. Remember? And then Lisa said when she channeled the ET, what was that ET's name again?
Sasha.
Yeah.
Sasha, right? It escapes me because I don't think of ET's name Sasha, but she said the only thing we're required to do to end separation is not just wish other people love, because that could sometimes be coming from the mind, but she said to have compassion.
Yes, that was
And
so cool.
that was such a shift. Just have compassion, and then we'll spontaneously become more loving, and we'll be contributing to the golden age that we all seek. And she said that we are so close, and each person's love is a contribution to getting to that golden age that we want. But I just want to thank you two for not only what you're doing, but just for being pure love without even trying. So thank you.
We love you already.
Yeah,
Wow.
we in the first 2 seconds we matched energies, and you came in hot.
That
I
was the
love
best
it.
anyone's ever introduced us.
I'm speechless. So thank you. We're gonna clip
Okay,
that
well,
and play
you
it
are so
somewhere.
welcome, and really true from my heart. And also, as you say, we have so many mutual friends, and they just all love you so much too. And
Yeah, it was so cool to hear that you taught a bunch of our speakers, which is just, can't wait to hear
yes,
from you.
actually, my claim to fame, one of them is Marcy Shimoff. She
Nice.
used to be my secretary.
No way.
So great.
You rubbed off on her in an amazing way. It made her happy, right?
And a great secretary she was.
There you go.
Anyway, but yes, and several other of the people who are on your this wonderful 40-day event of love were my students back in the 80s. But that's a story for another day. But I did become a meditation teacher. I went to teacher training in 1971. Yes, I just popped out of my mom and went off to teacher training. And I taught meditation to thousands of people. I started it out as the teacher of transcendental meditation for the decade of the 70s. And then at the end of the decade, I realized that woman does not live by mantra alone, and I better get some health insurance.
Mm, mm, mm.
And I thought I better go make some money. And I went to LA to try to make some money. And you know that expression, we make plans and God laughs.
Mm,
Well, I decided I was going to sell investments. I was a dismal failure. But one night, somebody invited me to a money seminar, and that was where it was 1980. And I learned about the power of the mind to create the life that you desire. And my seminar company, Yes to Success, was actually born that next morning, and then very quickly spread to, this is before the internet, it spread to um, major cities, 12 major cities. I personally taught. I had reps teaching in 9 countries around the world, 4 continents, and it was not easy. You know, when you would call on the telephone and it would be like, you're too young, but some people on the line remember when we would try to call overseas, right? And it was no fax machines, but and then recently I had a great run with Yes to Success, but I realized that the most important thing right now is that people wake up,
mm,
and that they wake up to who they are. They wake up to the importance of everything, every vibration they put out, every word they speak, every action they take, that it vibrates throughout the world. And so I am now rebranding to the Awake method. And in the meantime, today, what I'm going to do is take people through a healing meditation that hopefully will help people be more awake.
that is so perfect and a great continuation of the Great Awakening ceremony that we had yesterday. So you're going to help us actually awake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I love that. And I love Mike Dooley. I love everybody you've had on. You know, like attracts like, and you just attract the highest, most beautiful people. So it's
Mm.
very exciting. And we're
Wow.
all very excited. I could see everybody here and I could see your beautiful faces. And it's crazy because Rose just waved to me, because it's like the light that everybody is emanating. It's just like blinding. And I'm not saying that to be nice, Deborah. You know, I'm saying that because it is so true. It's like I feel that I'm getting like absolutely inundated with love and light. And again, I think it's the foundation that you two have created, that you can't come on to this event and feel anything but love. So, again, thank you. And thank you, everybody, for being here.
Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you. I'm so excited for this. And it seems so magical that, we heard a lot in the Great Awakening first ceremony, and it's so fitting and perfect that you are going to help us awaken.
I
I mean,
I
how cool
will.
is that?
Or realize that you're already awake.
Yeah.
But I will dive in, and I know that you had a breathwork session with Ben, and I know that I'm going to offer a healing technique. But I was thinking about, after I watched the events in the last 2 days, and I got really clear that we want to be channels for love.
Mm,
And somebody named Daniel, opening night, who was also awesome, he said, we are already channels, but we're also all empaths. How many of you know that you're an empath? So we tend to take on what is in our field. So
mm.
I decided that I want to just talk a little bit more about the breath and give you a simple breath technique. Are you up for one more breath technique
We love
that you
Yes.
breath.
can do every day? Yeah, good. Okay. Something you could do anytime, anywhere, and that will also help us get centered for the healing that I'm going to do. And the technique that I'm going to teach you is a pranayama. You know, the Sanskrit word for breath practice is pranayama. The word pranayama comes from the Sanskrit prana, which means breath or life force, and yama, which means control. So, the pranayama I'm going to teach you was found in the ancient scriptures of India, the Vedas, over 10,000 years ago. It's one of my go-to tools in moments of stress and anxiety. I sometimes even do it when I'm stuck in traffic and I'm late. I'm like, calm down. And I start doing this pranayama. So it works like magic to return you to calm and clarity. And it's the most universally taught pranayama in the world of yoga and meditation. And you've probably heard about it before, but I'm going to give you a little bit more information. It's called Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. How many of you know already alternate nostril breathing? Okay, a few of you do. But I'm going to tell you why it works so well. So the word nadi means channel, and shodhana means cleaning or purifying. So when you're doing nadi shodhana, you didn't know you were going to get a Sanskrit lesson. When you're doing nadi shodhana, you're purifying all of the channels in the body. That's why it's so powerful and so popular. Now, most people have heard that we have 7 chakras or energy centers. Of course, we all know this: a base of the spine, navel area, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, top of the head. So we all know that we have 7 chakras, but we actually have 114 chakras in the body. And I'm going to show you where some of those are, and you could tell me if they look familiar, okay? So we have a chakra, of course, here, but we also have one here. We also have a chakra here. We also have a chakra here. We have one here. Anybody, you could put in the chat if this looks familiar. We have chakras here. We have chakras under the arms. Anybody, EFT, there we go. Kia and Susan, Winton and Lizzie and Pamela tapping. See, what you didn't know was that you were tapping on the one of the 114 chakras when you were doing EFT. Now everybody's doing their EFT. Yes, so and then there are 72,000 nadis, or energy channels, that connect all of the 114 chakras in all different combinations. So what we do when we clean out these nadis is that we allow the prana, or the life force, to move more effortlessly through our physiology. Okay, so now when you do nadi shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing, you'll know that you're cleaning out the nadis. And I mean, if you Google nadi shodhana, you'll see it's a technique that releases stress. It increases mental clarity. It says that it balances the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous systems. It says that it reduces heart disease. It expands lung function. It even will tell you that nadi shodhana helps with acid reflux. But just between you and me, it also clears the channels to connect you with God, the God of your understanding, source, spirit, your higher self, because it's cleaning out those channels. And then you can become a clear vessel, clear generator of divine light and love. So, sound good? All right. Very good. Thank you, Rachel. I got a thumbs up from Rachel. Okay. So, let's start our nadi shodhana by sitting with your spine comfortably straight and taking your left hand and just putting it palm up in your lap. This is a mudra. You know, there are a lot of different mudras. This is a mudra, and this is a mudra, and you know, you've seen all the different mudras. Just simply with your hand up in your lap is called dhyana mudra, which dhyana in Sanskrit means meditation. So this is a great mudra. It's also Dhyana, happens to be my daughter's name. There will be a quiz later on these Sanskrit words, but Dhyana is my daughter's name. And then what I want you to do is take your right hand, and by the way, traditionally you do this nadi shodhana with your right hand. If for some reason you have a problem with your shoulder, or maybe you don't have a right hand, it's okay to do it with your left hand. But I'm going to tell you, ideally, you know, maybe it's 99% and 1% difference, you know, if you do it with your left hand. But I'm going to demonstrate it with the right hand. So you take your hand and with your thumb, you cover your right nostril. Then you put your pointer finger and your middle finger very, very lightly on your third eye. And now you're going to begin by breathing easily through your left nostril. Then you're going to cover your left nostril, and you're going to uncover your right and breathe out through your right. Then in through the same nostril, your right. Cover it. Breathe out through the left. In through the left. Cover it. Out through the right. In through the right. Switch. Out through the left. In through the left. Switch out through the right. And as you continue, I'm just going to tell you, you don't have to breathe like, you don't have to completely fill up your lungs. Just easily breathe in like you're smelling a rose. So a little bit deeper than usual, but don't have to strain, okay? So we continue for a few moments. For extra credit, you could close your eyes. And now end with an exhalation through the left. And you could put both of your hands on your lap. Open your eyes. Allow your breath to return to normal. And while you're coming back to present time, I'll just say, now you have a pranayama that you can do whenever you feel stressed. It brings you right back to center. You could use it to center yourself before a speech or a job interview. You could put in the chat how many of you feel a little bit more chill right now or a little bit more centered. Or you could tell me in the chat how you feel. Or maybe you're still in that space, so you don't want to have to write. Either way is fine with me. Ben says, is that the famous Ben? Ben says, relax. Gary, we got a thumbs up. Don says, I love this message. Christine says, very peaceful. Brenda says, great. And you could use it as a preparation, and you could use it as an independent practice. Do it 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes a couple times a day. And it's a practice to fill your body with light and love and open the channels for the divine, that liquid love. Leah and Kyle called it liquid love the other day. I just loved that because you could feel that liquid love just going through your body. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do a healing meditation. So you could again close your eyes and begin by taking a few more cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Another in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I'm going to start out as you continue to breathe by chanting the sacred sound Om, which is the primordial vibration, the sound of the cosmos, the sound that contains both everything in the universe and nothing, emptiness. And before I even chant 3 Oms, I'm going to chant the Gayatri mantra 3 times. And this mantra is found in the Rig Veda, a sacred text written in Sanskrit thousands of years ago. And the Vedas say that to chant the Gayatri mantra purifies the heart of the chanter. And to listen to it purifies the heart of the chanter. and to chant it purifies the entire creation. And the translation of the Gayatri mantra is, may the divine light of the Supreme Being open our hearts and illuminate our intellects to lead us along a path of righteousness. So here we go. Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonat Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonat Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonat Prachodayat. And now, allow your awareness to go to the first chakra, the root chakra, located at the base of your spine. And there visualize a brilliant, rich red color. Universal consciousness, all that is, please remove any blocks to the full expression of my Kundalini energy, my stability, and my connection to Mother Earth, and return these blocks to dissolve at their origin. And as I hear the sound of the sacred mantra and breathe into that space at the base of my spine, let this create an opening to the energy of strength, stability, courage, and a secure and solid foundation for my life. Now we'll breathe slowly in through the nose and out through the mouth, gently directing our breath into the chakra as I say the mantra that stimulates its opening. And I'll chant the mantra 3 times. Lam, lam, lam. And now allow your awareness to go to the second chakra, located at the navel just below the belly button, and there visualize and feel a beautiful, rich orange color. Universal consciousness, all that is, please remove any blocks to the full expression of my creative self, my sexuality, and my joy, and return those blocks to dissolve at their origin. And as I hear the sound of the sacred mantra and breathe into that space of the navel, let this create an opening to the energy of sacred relationships, the flow of emotions without guilt or shame, the freedom to be myself, and the enjoyment of sacred pleasure. Now breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, directing our breath into that second chakra. Vam, vam, vam. And now allow your awareness to go to the third chakra, located at the solar plexus in the center of your body, just below where your two bottom ribs meet. And there visualize and feel a radiant yellow color. Universal consciousness, all that is, please remove the blocks that cause me to experience fear, anxiety, judgment, or victimization, and return those blocks to dissolve at their origin. And as I hear the sound of the sacred mantra for the solar plexus chakra and breathe into that space, let this create an opening for the energy of personal power, expansiveness, and a strong sense of self-worth, knowing that I am a powerful creator. Breathe into the solar plexus and hear the mantra. Ram, ram, ram. And now, allow your awareness to go to the fourth chakra, located in the heart, the center of your chest. And at this special time where we are putting our attention on love, we say, universal consciousness, all that is, please remove any blocks that cause me to feel loneliness or isolation, that prevent me from loving myself and from giving love and receiving love from others, and return those blocks to dissolve at their origin now. And as I hear the sound of the sacred mantra and breathe into that beautiful space in the center of our hearts, let this create an opening to the energy of love, so that I could live with passion, so that I can know devotion, so that I can give and receive unconditionally and feel deeply connected to all that is. And now we put our attention on our heart as we hear the sacred mantra for the heart chakra. Yum, yum. Yum. And now allow your awareness to go to the fifth chakra, located in the center of your throat. And there see and feel a radiant blue color. Universal consciousness, all that is, remove any blocks to my ability to speak my truth, to communicate clearly, to express my wants, my needs, and remove any blocks that might cause me to speak words that are harsh or hurtful, and dissolve those blocks into their origin. As I hear the sound of the sacred mantra for the throat chakra and breathe into that space, let this create an opening to the energy of truth, so that I express myself without fear and with words that uplift and inspire and are aligned with the vibration of the highest truth for all. And now we put our attention on the throat chakra and say the sacred mantra, hum, your awareness to go to the sixth chakra, located in the center of the forehead, just above where the eyebrows would meet. And there feel a radiant violet color, universal consciousness, all that is. Please remove the blocks to my ability to see the highest truth so that I no longer filter the world through the lens of the ego, and return those blocks to dissolve at their origin. And as I hear the sound of the sacred mantra and breathe into that space, let this create an opening for me to accept my own clairvoyance, to clearly see my soul's path, and to trust my inner knowing completely without reservation, always surrendering to that voice that is guiding me to my greatest good. And as we put our attention on that sixth chakra, we say the sacred mantra, Om, Om, Om. And now allow your awareness to go to the seventh chakra, the 1,000-petaled lotus located at the crown of your head. And there you will find pure, radiant, luminous white light. Universal energy, all that is. Remove any blocks to my union with my higher self and knowledge of your infinite creation and the part I am meant to play. And return any blocks to dissolve at their origin now. And as I hear the sound of the sacred mantra and breathe into that space at the crown of my head, let this create an opening for the universal life force to pour into me, igniting my highest spiritual understanding and my knowledge of the self, and to flow unobstructed now throughout all of the chakras, illuminating perfect health, perfect happiness, perfect purity, perfect peace, perfect love, and the perfect joy that I am. And once more, Om, Om, Om. In every age, great men and women were sent to earth to do what was required to change the course of time. When Jesus was needed, he was sent. When Krishna was needed, he was sent. When Moses was needed, he was sent. When Mother Mary was needed, she was sent. When Allah was needed, he was sent. When Kuan Yin was needed, she was sent. Now you are required, and you have been sent. You are not only the answer that you have been searching for, but there are others waiting for you. There are people waiting patiently for their lives to be touched and transformed by you. There is no time to waste. Now that you're aware of this, there is no going back. And in the words of St. Francis, Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. And it is in dying to our old selves that we are now born to eternal life. And with that, we say one more prayer for peace in the Sanskrit. Loka samastan sukhinor bhavantu. Loka samastan sukhinor bhavantu. Loka samastan sukhinor bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, 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 which will dawn through the channel of love. And we say, and so it is. And when you're ready, we could return to present time with great thanks in our heart for being together today and over these 40 days that are all about love.
Thank you. Me saying the same thing.
I'm still coming back.
Yeah, me too.
That was so good. Thank you. Deborah, it's been amazing to be in your energy. I can't remember somebody coming on with such a powerful, amazing vibration.
I was gonna say the same thing.
And I say the same thing to you.
I have just a couple more questions for you. You have been so generous to give our group a free gift. Can you tell us about that? That was really sweet when you sent that over.
Yeah, well, for those 40 some years, I taught this seminar called Yes to Success. But one of the reasons why I wanted to change the name is because I never talked about how to have a fancy car and a big house, although there's nothing wrong with fancy cars and big houses if they're used for the right reasons. But the name Yes to Success belied what I really taught, which was energetic practices to create true success, real success, inner success. And once you have the inner success, then it creates that basis for outer success. So I was thinking what to give you, and I wrote this ebook, which is called The 5 Secrets to Life of True Success. So I think that's what I'm going to give everybody. But you know what? Yeah, and if you go there, I think it's yes2success.com/ebook. Yes2success.com/ebook. I think you could get it yes2success.com/gift as well, either way.
We just put it
And
in the
but
chat.
oh, there it
Oh,
is. There's the
yeah, yeah,
link
yeah.
in the
We
chat.
Yeah, we have it in the chat.
Fabulous.
And
Okay,
we
so
sent the
click on
gift
the
out to
link
everyone too. Yeah.
for sure, because then you'll really get it. Because I can't remember what the link is, but so click on the chat there, and then you'll for sure get it, and you'll like it. It's oh, and you'll see pictures of my kids. There's a picture of me and Marcy in it. There's a picture of me and Jack Canfield. It's really fun. It's a great book, but it's just filled with spiritual and energetic principles for creating true success. So
Oh,
I'm so happy I could give that to you. But put in the link again because I think it went up high. And thank you for all of the beautiful things that you're saying. I want to see if I could save this chat. I think that there's somehow I could save it so I could read everything that you
yeah,
wrote. If
yeah, we
not,
can send it to you too. Yeah.
maybe you could send it to me if I can't figure out how to save it. So
Absolutely. And then the other question is, how can everyone here or anyone listening get more in touch with your work and everything you're doing right now? You have some cool events coming up, right?
I do have cool events coming up, but you know what? If they download that ebook,
Yeah.
then it will take them to a place where they could see my cool events because I'm giving a master class. I'm actually giving one Tuesday night, early Tuesday night. So in case there's something else you want to watch Tuesday night, you could still watch it. But but if you get the book, I think that they will invite you. They, as in my amazing staff, I think they'll invite you to my event. So um, click on the link, and if there's any glitch, you can always go to yes2success.com, but I would rather you do that because it's easier to click on the link. And yes, I am. As I said, I rebranded from Yes to Success to the Awake Method, and I'm giving a masterclass Tuesday night, and then again Wednesday morning on the Awake Method. And it's really good if I do say so myself.
That
So
was
get the
really
book, and
powerful.
you'll
Yeah.
be invited.
Yeah, that's awesome. This was a really powerful event, and we would love to have you back on because that was such a perfect way to go into
Uh,
this challenge coming up.
I will be thrilled to come back.
Yeah, I feel like, Marcy said about you that like everybody is sort of fighting to be like, I'm her best friend. No, I'm her best friend. And
I hope your
I
best friend just knocked on the door. Yes.
I understand exactly why, because I swear I was like in my head, like, how can I get more of this woman in my life?
Mm,
Just it's something, it's not even just what you said. It's like just being with you, even virtually, I felt things in my energy dissolve
mm,
and just melt into that feeling of liquid love that we were talking about. Like not a joke, just an actual we've talked to so many people and I've never actually felt that as
I
profoundly.
was having chills and all this. Yeah,
So
it was
thank
powerful.
you for just being you and I hope everyone hooks up to do what I'm wanting to do, which is how can I get more of Deborah in my life? You're
Well,
really a special person.
well, thank you, sweetie. And I think this is just a love fest because, and again, I have to say, I'm looking. Not everybody has their picture on, but I look at the people who you attract, and there's a lot of light around these people, if I do say so
Yeah,
myself. I
it
mean, they
really is.
really. And the other thing is, Ben asked, "Would you be willing to tell the hospital story?" I'm not going to tell it now, but I do tell it in my master class. So if you
Man.
come on Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, you will hear my it's I died actually and I came back. So
Oh,
No big deal.
no
awesome.
big deal.
Yeah, yeah. Something nice.
I actually didn't
Yeah.
completely die, but I almost died. And then I made a deal with God, what I would do for God if God allowed me to come back. So
Oh,
preview of coming attractions.
So
so
cool.
cool. So thank you. And I hope you're one of the people that will come back with us. And
Yeah.
I already feel that it's already done. We just will be
Yeah.
together again.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I would love to, and I'd love to be more with your community. And I think this is just the beginning. We all have everybody. We all have great things to do together for the planet.
We
And I
really
think
do.
this is our tribe, and we're going to do it. We're going to
Yeah.
create
Yeah.
that age of enlightenment.
You as part of our 30-day Heart Coherence Challenge.
During these challenges, we send you a heart coherence meditation every day for 30 days. each designed to bring powerful healing benefits.
Throughout the event, we also release incredible interviews with guest speakers who inspire and uplift, like the one you're listening to right now.
If you would like to join a future challenge, go to www.heartcoherencecollaborative.com and register now. The link is in the description.
We're sending you love and hope you join us for the next challenge.
We
We
love
love
you.
you.